All right, we've got two great finals at ATP 500 tournaments this weekend on the ATP Tour. We've got Carlos Alcaraz versus Alex de Minaur in Rotterdam, and we've got Canadian Denis Shapovalov versus Casper Ruud in Dallas. Casper Ruud and Alcaraz are both sporting the nose tape. So have they been talking about it? We're going to talk about that, and we're going to break down our guy Denis Shapovalov's crazy run in Dallas, where he's beaten the number 1 seed and the number 3 seed, and now he'll have a chance to also beat the number 2 seed in the final. So we're going to break it all down here on The Slice. We've got a lot to get into, so let's do it. This is The Slice presented by Betway. All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you for being here, and thank you for smashing the subscribe button while you have a minute. It appreciates us, it helps us, and it helps you be a better tennis fan. So thanks for the support. Yeah, what a great little week here in tennis, in ATP tennis. We've got Dallas and Rotterdam. We've got the American tournament, a lot of American guys there, but then we've seen some European guys come and play, and some of them said, yeah, I'm here because there's a higher level of top 10 guys and higher seeds in Rotterdam. Didn't work out for them because we've got, I mean, maybe it worked out for Casper Ruud. He's in the final. He'll be playing Canadian, who's been beating a few Americans this week in Denis Shapovalov. So we're going to get all into that. And then in Rotterdam, we've seen Carlos Alcaraz stay on track and play a very good Hubert Urkacz today and win, even though Urkacz was playing like some great tennis, and Alcaraz was just going freak mode in some of the defense he was playing. He'll play de Minaur in the final there. So yeah, two great finals, just a great week of tennis. So I'm excited to get into it. Shout out to Betway, our presenting sponsor. If you're looking to play the action in Rotterdam, we've got the odds here for the final. They got Carlos Alcaraz as, shocker, the favorite at -300, and they've got Alex de Minaur at +230. So they are putting respect on Alcaraz or de Minaur's name. It's a quick, fast surface, so de Minaur's athletic. He can hang with Alcaraz in that way. So is he going to be able to cause an upset? He is 0-2 versus Alcaraz, and he's also never beaten Sinner. So de Minaur, he can beat almost anyone else, but he's struggling against the top two guys. Stay tuned to the Betway feed link below for my actual picks on that and Dallas on those odds once they come out. Also, shout out to Tennis TV, our also presenting sponsor. We are in the middle of frantic February, and we are thankful to be having Tennis TV as a sponsor and as a service, because I'm watching all the matches currently on Tennis TV, and I don't know how you would be a tennis fan without subscribing to Tennis TV. So hit the link below. You can watch, you can subscribe, treat yourself if you haven't already, and you can watch all the matches live in HD and watch the replays fully as whenever you want, and highlights and amazing vintage matches. So shout out to Tennis TV, link below. Okay, let's start with Denis Shapovalov in Dallas, because in my opinion, it's kind of the biggest story of the week. And is that because I'm a biased Canadian tennis journalist? Probably a little, but not really, because we know that Alcaraz is the top dog and he is the number 1 seed in Rotterdam, and he's there. But Denis Shapovalov has been on an absolute tear in Dallas, and yeah, it is amazing to watch, really, because in a lot of ways, he, burst onto the scene in 2017, beating Nadal in Montreal. Really was where he came out and put the world on notice that this guy's here. And he's gone through some big ups. He's made the semifinals at Wimbledon, and over the last 2 years, he's had knee issues and then confidence issues after that. But he's really believing coming into 2025, as we talked about in our interview on our channel, so you can watch that he can get back to the top 10. That was his stated goal for the year. And now he's back in the top 40 after starting this week outside the top 60, I believe. So he's making a big effort. And he's beaten Taylor Fritz. He's beaten Tomas Mahach. And now he's beaten Tommy Paul in the semifinal. So now he's in the final. So to me, if you beat those 3 guys, all seeded players, number 1 seed, number 6, and number 3 seed, you're putting the tour on notice that I'm back. I'm Denis Shapovalov. You all know my game, and I'm back. So yeah, there you have it. Shapovalov in the final to play Ruud, but let's look at his whole run. So he beats Kecmanovic in the first round in 3 sets. Then he plays Taylor Fritz and comes back, was down 1 set, wins in 3 in the round of 16. Then you go to the quarterfinals and he beats Mahac going bagel time in the second set. My mug's not here right now, but hit the link in our bio, buy the bagel time mug. Then he plays Tommy Paul, and you're thinking, okay, this has been a good run, but Tommy Paul is a really good player, the 3 seed defending champion in Dallas when it was a 250. But he beats him 7-5. And in this match, it was a very tight match. First set was very close, 7-5, and at 5-all, Shapovalov holds, and then at 6-5, and he gets the first break point look in that set for him, and he converted it. And he only had 3 the whole match, converted 2 of them. Tommy Paul had 3 and didn't convert any of them. But yeah, looking at service stats, 78% of first serve points won by Shapovalov compared to 78 from Tommy. Big serving, big hitting. And I was explaining to my wife as we were watching this, like Shapovalov's got, I think people who've only maybe been paying attention to tennis in the last few years forget the level that Denis Shapovalov could get to with his game. He's got immense power and a live arm from the baseline. So against Tommy Paul, he can kind of outgun him from the baseline. He's a little bit thicker, maybe just a little springier. He's got, I would say, a bigger first serve. And the things that Tommy Paul has that can beat him is consistency. Also is a freak athlete and also can put serious pop behind all the shots. His backhand is a lot more consistent, a lot better, being able to go down the line, being able to slice and being able to, work the point better than Shapovalov. But when Shapovalov is playing the way he is, which is confident, aggressive right now, but not going over the line. He's going up to the line at the appropriate times and never really going over. And when he's playing like that, he's unbelievably dangerous. He's to me, in the category as far as baseline power of Alcaraz, Sinner. What kills him in the past a lot of times is his, letting his emotions get out of track. But in Dallas here, he's been really tuned in. He has really not been complaining or showing really any signs of negative emotion. A little bit here and there, but it's like warranted. Everyone does. But he doesn't let that compound. And he lost the first set versus Fritz. Was able to come back. He, got out ahead against Mahac and never looked back. And he got out ahead against Tommy Paul now and never looked back. So I've been super impressed with his mental fortitude this week in Dallas. His he's been playing the exact way that I think he needs to play to challenge anyone on the tour. Aggressive, big, confident, but not going over his line, not redlining, staying right there in the sustainable aggression that he can play with. And it's been a thing of beauty. Like, what part of his game are you looking at where like, oh, there's a weakness? Like when he's playing like this, everyone on tour is in danger. So that's what I would say. So Shapovalov has had a great run to the finals now of Dallas. So is Casper Ruud. So Casper Ruud's got the nose strip, as you can see here, the black nose strip. He said that he was just seeing it on like his social media or something like that, and he actually started using the nose strip to help with sleep. And he said, he's getting more oxygen. He feels like during sleep, and he started practicing with it. And he feels that he gives him an extra, he can last longer in points and gets more oxygen. He said he hasn't like tested it, but he likes it. And he's been, you're not going to take that off after you've won 4 matches on the way to the final of a tournament. So he beat Jaime Munar today in a tight match in the 3rd set tiebreaker. Jaime Munar is playing great tennis, and Casper did all he could do basically to handle him. He beat Nishioka before that. And he beat Michael Moe before that. And then he beat Duckworth in the first round. So now he's in the final, and he'll be playing Denis Shapovalov. And I will be interested to see the odds on this match when it comes out, because to me, if Shapovalov is playing the way he played against Paul, he's a favorite. I think he's the more aggressive. He has a more aggressive game style than Ruud. Ruud can definitely be more consistent, but he can also not be. In the last year or so, he hasn't really been that consistent. So I think if Shapovalov can be confident and play the same level that he has in the last 3 matches, I think he's the favorite going into that. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the odds are when they come out on Betway. So yeah, there's a look at Dallas. Let me know your thoughts below on what you've seen from Shapovalov this week. Has it surprised you? What have you thought? And let's talk about it down in the comment section below because it's awesome. Okay, we're in Rotterdam now, and Carlos Alcaraz beat Hubert Hurkacz, like I said today, in 3 sets. Hurkacz kind of stole the second set tiebreaker. I believe he was down 5-4, and then Alcaraz was serving it in the tiebreak 5-4, and Hurkacz won both returning points to get to 5-5, then 6-5, and then he served it out. So he kind of stole that second set tiebreaker. But in general, here are the stats from the match: 10 aces for Hurkacz, but look at this: 80% first serve points won for Alcaraz. Now, is that because his serve is magically perfect on this? No. Hurkacz's return is still lacking for sure. But Alcaraz did well to win 27% of the points on the Hurkacz first serve, which is one of the biggest on tour. So Alcaraz saved 5 of 6 break points and broke Hurkacz 3 times. So yeah, he's on track. Like I said, he's the better player there, but Hurkacz on that type of surface is, someone that could get you in serious trouble. Hurkacz beat Rublev, the 8th seed, beating the 4th seed, and he beat Lehechka as well. So Alcaraz had a fairly straightforward walk to the final, or to Hurkacz's match. He beat Van de Zandschulp in 3 sets. Then Vavasori, the qualifier, who had retired Felix Auger-Aliassime, who does have a toe injury. I heard from his agent he should be out. They said for 4 days, but he should be good to go for Doha. His agent told me. And so yeah, Alcaraz is now in the final versus De Minaur, who destroyed Mattia Bellucci, who we need to talk about. Put some respect on his name, Mattia Bellucci. I've seen him at some of the challengers I've been at. Who's he beaten this week? Oh yeah, just Danil Medvedev and then Stefanos Tsitsipas. No big deal. So Mattia Bellucci, let's put some respect on his name. He is the 92 rank in the world. That's about to change. And yeah, that's his career high rank as well. So he's playing some awesome tennis. He's 23 years old, again from Italy, 5'9", 169 pounds, playing great tennis. So yeah, what a player. Another great Italian player out on tour here. And these countries just keep churning them out. So Alcaraz versus De Minaur in the final. The Demon. He's maybe the only guy on tour faster than Alcaraz. Is he faster than Alcaraz? I don't really know. But these guys are both freaks on the hard court with the way they can move. So it's going to be Alcaraz. I think, the match is going to be on Alcaraz's racket in a lot of ways. Is he going to be playing, lockdown? Is he going to be controlling his shots? Is he going to be controlling the pace of the match? Then heavily favors him. But if he's spraying it and De Minaur can be locked in and actually make him pay and be aggressive in the moments when it makes sense, he can win this match for sure. So yeah, so that's going to be a great match. That's going to be super athletic, super fastball, I think. But I'm rolling with Alcaraz as the favorite there. And yeah, in Dallas, I think I'm rolling with Denis Shapovalov, which might be crazy. But again, if you just take Denis Shapovalov and the hype he had as a player coming in and the level he can get to, he's got a higher upside than Casper Ruud, in my opinion, especially on a surface like Dallas, a fast hard court. He just does. So yes, he has not been consistent in his career as Casper Ruud at all. But I think this is a year where he's feeling healthy, or he is healthy, and he can get back to that level. And playing the level that both of them have brought so far in Dallas, I think Shapovalov has just been slightly higher. So let's see. But that is fun. Let me know your thoughts down below on these matchups. We'll be here back on the Slice after the matches are done to report and break down next week's tournaments as well. Thanks for being here. Leave your comments and thoughts below. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time here on the show.